Hi, today we're going to show you how to make homemade hand sanitizer using rubbing alcohol and aloe gel. You want to make sure that the ratio of the finished product has 60% pure alcohol, and rubbing alcohol comes in different percentages. There's 70%, 90%, 99%, and we'll talk about those when we set it up here. You might be thinking you could use alcohol that you would drink. You want to avoid that unless it's 180 proof, because typical 80 proof hard liquor is only going to give you 40% concentration, which isn't enough even if you use it straight. Now that my wife's hands are clean, we're going to show you how to make two versions of this based on the different concentrations of rubbing alcohol. The first one we're going to do is based on 70% concentrated rubbing alcohol and the aloe from a live aloe vera plant. So we're going to start out, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of the aloe vera. So my wife is going to start by cutting a leaf off the plant. And she's going to squeeze the aloe gel into the tablespoon. Now the ratio here for the 70% is 2 tablespoons of the aloe, and in that 2 tablespoons you're going to include any essential oils that you want to put in there, which we will in a moment on the second tablespoon. Right now she's squeezing as much as she can out of there to fill the tablespoon. Now, if you end up having a little less in the tablespoon, as long as you don't cut back on the alcohol, it'll still be effective. But you want the aloe gel in there so it's easier on your hands. And now she'll put it into the mixing container, and she'll get a second tablespoon. For the record, the aloe plant came from Home Depot. It was like $5 and it was a decent size. She's squeezing as much as she can out of there. Nice and fresh. The panting in the background, if you hear it, is our dog. She's our Siberian Husky Sydney. She's taking laps around the house. And now we're going to add the essential oils. You could add anywhere from 1 to 5 drops of the essential oil. And again, that's included in the ratio of the aloe vera. And dumping that back in. Now we're going to add the rubbing alcohol. With the 70% concentration, you've got your 2 tablespoons of aloe. We're going to go 3/4 cup on the rubbing alcohol. I think you're a little short. Maybe add a little more at the top there. Again, going over isn't a bad thing because you need that 60% concentration. Now we're going to mix it up in the container. And we'll dump it into a spray bottle for regular use. And now you can use it. Voila! Okay, we're going to make a second batch of hand sanitizer. This time we're going to use 91% alcohol, and we're going to use a commercially bottled aloe vera gel. It's 97.7%. So we're going to start out with the rubbing alcohol, and we're going to use a 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol. So I shall pour that in. And again, we want to keep our ratio of 60% pure alcohol in the finished product, 91%, the 1/2 cup gives us that. And the aloe vera gel It is 97.7% pure. That one was a little harder to find. Most of the aloes that you see in the stores have a lot of other ingredients in them. So make sure your first ingredient, it'll say on the label that it's 97.7 or close to that in the pureness, but you know, if there's any other ingredient is the first ingredient, then you don't have pure aloe. You have more of whatever else it is. So we're going to take the aloe mixture with the essential oils. Again, not reducing the essential oil aloe ratio. We're keeping that 1 to 5 drops of the essential oil. We mix that in with alcohol now. So you might try and get it all out. Good, and we'll shake that up. Pour it in our container. Oh, fancy pour. So put the sprayer in, top it off, and we're ready to go. Get the other hand, and we are done.